looking through my games, I found that I have 4 aces in the SU-5, and rather than trying to make individual videos of them, I thought I would see if I could put these 4 games together into one video. So the first one here, I'm teamed up with Ashley and Cantankerous. Cantankerous is in the M3 Lee, Ashley is in the Martyr 38T. Of course, I'm in my Tier 4 Soviet Arty. On Lakeville, it's one of those maps where heavy should go to town, which of course our heavy is not doing. And it's a valley area here. It can be held with just a tank destroyer, a medium or so, and maybe an arty. So most of the stuff is kind of wasted in there. So I'm going to get my first shot into this Cromwell. And blind shot and hit him. You see there was no splash, so it was a hit on him. He's down to 21 and he's still within my range. Take another shot, finish him off. See the Matilda back there, and reload. And put a shot into the Matilda.
Critical hit.
That one. The Matilda is going to disappear because nothing is spotting it anymore. But I'm still aimed in where it was last seen. So if the Matilda doesn't move,
they're knocked out.
They die. So since Matilda managed to stay in the same place for me, it made it an easy second shot, even though it had disappeared off the radar. So I see there's nothing really left for me to shoot down the 2 lines, so I'm going to roll over here and see if I can help support the town a little bit. Got 2 kills now in the SU-5. So of course, because our heavy didn't go into town, we're kind of getting wiped out over there. Not much left. It's 5-5, so it is a close game. One of these tanks will just sit still long enough for me to put a shell into it.
Enemy armor is hit.
Yeah, a really nice hit on the M6. A little over 500 damage on it. Fortunately, we're losing our eyes over there, so I don't have anything spotting.
Critical hit.
So I managed to get a critical hit on the T-34-85 and track it. Take a blind shot, but he's moved. So now I need to back up because there's nothing left lighting him. Our Dicker Max decides to live up to his name and come up here and block me from backing up. So now with them pushing into town, at least they're lit up. So hopefully I can get a shot into this T-150. I'll back up some more to wait for him lit. Somebody tracked him. See the tree fall. I know there's another tank coming up in the same area there.
Critical hit.
Managed to track the T-150 again. Try to get one last shot off before I die here. So put the killing shot into the T-150. And I do get it, but then I die.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
So even though I died, I felt like I did a pretty good job of slowing things down and sort of blunting the attack that had wiped out our forces over there in the city. So since we have 3 on the base, this will result in a victory. So on to the second game for the SU-5. So taking a look at the after battle results, as you can see, I had the mastery. I also got a bruiser badge on there, and I had 3 kills in that one. And at the team score, I finished top in damage. I fired 9 shots. I had 7 direct hits and 7 pins, 2 splash damage, of total 1218 damage. Hits received 1. And I damaged 5, destroyed 3, damage upon detecting 449. So not a bad result on the total damage. And last but not least, credits received. I made 30,378 after repair and ammunitions. I made a profit of 26,347 credits. Experience with premium, I received 1,134 with 55 free experience. It was the first victory of the day, so with the times 2, my total experience received was 2,268 with 110 free experience received. So on to the next one.
Time to roll out.
So here we are for ace number 2 in the SU-5. I'm platooned up with Ken Tankerus. He's also in his SU-5 on Wide Park. This time we're tier 4s and a tier 6 matchup, but White Park is a very nice map for the SU-5 because it does have high arc, so there's really no safe spot, already safe spot for these enemy tanks. Normally they're pretty safe on the backside of the railroad tracks that cut across the middle of the map. But the SU-5 has such a high arc that it can fire down on the backside of that. The SU-5 does have a very short range, but the high arc makes it very useful on maps like this. I did track that T-34-85 there. I heard the grinding of the gears in the game there. Now I'm going to try to concentrate on these twin ARL-44s over here. Someone could keep them lit. I can shoot them if I can see them. Does have a long aim time. I do have a shell rammer and a gun lane drive on this, and also bent, so that does help out the aim time and the reload time on it. So I get off my first shot on the ARL-44. I get a critical with 178 damage. Hopefully it'll stay there. And I can lob shells over the top of this train that's sitting out there. Firing another shot, and unfortunately I missed that one. As long as they don't move and allow me to keep taking shots at them, I will oblige them and put another critical with only 32 damage. And this, I think, it probably hit the lower front hull of it, and at that angle, didn't do much damage. And another miss. I'm down to 7 shells now. As I've said before, the SU-5 does not carry very many rounds. It only has about a dozen rounds. So it's easy to run out of shells in the SU-5.
Enemy armor is hit.
Nice hit and set him on fire. So that definitely added to the total damage I'm going to get done in this game. So sit there, I can finish him off. And finish that one. So now back to his friend in the other ARL. Critical hit, 151 damage. You would think that having seen his companion there dive all these arty rounds, that he would have been a little bit more wary. of coming up in the same spot. But I appreciate him doing that. Another shot, and
That was close.
very close. He backed up just enough for me to miss him with that shot. Reload. And fire. And I finished him off. The gunner's round went in right before mine did. But I did manage to get the kill. So that's 2 kills. 3 between us. Someone tracked the E2. And it makes him sitting duck.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
And that's my 3rd kill. And there's only 1 tank left. So they'll chase this guy down, and I figure I might as well get in a little driving since they're out of my range. So that was another ace, and now we'll head on to the next one. Alright, taking a look at the after battle results. Another ace. I'm going to wind up with 4 aces. So it would be a great poker hand. Another bruiser medal. I wound up with 3 kills in that one. Killed the 2 ARL-44s, and then that Sherman that got tracked on top of the train tracks there with a sitting duck. That was a fairly easy 3rd kill for me. Now looking at the team score, I was 2nd in damage done with the 3 kills. Had 11 shots fired, 7 hits, 7 pins, splashed 3 tanks. Total damage of 1,229. Enemy vehicles damaged and destroyed, damaged 4 and killed 3. And the always important how much money did I make screen. With premium I received 24,867, and after repairs made a profit of 21,677 with premium. Had that been just a standard account, I would have had almost half of that, which is 13,388. So premium, even with a premium, I'm always running out of credits in this game. On experience, I received with premium 1,066, and there was a bonus going on, so I wound up with a total of 3,198 with 156 free experience. And on to the next ace. So for my 3rd ace on the SU-5, I am platooned up again with Cantankerous. We're in our Tier 4 Arties, this time in a Tier 6 matchup. One nice thing about a Tier 4 Arty is that it's still a useful tank in a Tier 4 matchup. So many Tier 4s would be in a 2 tiers down and just not be useful to the team at all. At first this game seemed to be going bad. All of our team is huddled up around our base. Several have gone down the 8-9 valley, the low side of the map. But there's nobody to contest the 1-2 line. This Churchill in front of me is asking for help, quickly realizes that he's not going to get any, and I'm thinking I don't want to go out here by myself either. Since some tanks have shown up on the other side, I'll take a look and see if I can hit anything. First 2 tanks are out of my range, can't do anything with those. So I'm going to switch over and try to get some shots into this Firefly behind the rock. So zero in, and pull the trigger, and I splashed him for 159. So at least I got some damage in on him. Someone else is going to roll in there and finish him off. I know these other 2 are out of my range, so it is time for me to move the tank to a better location. Still worried about this 1-2 side. I'm feeling very exposed over here on this side. With nobody to contest them coming down the 1-2. I feel like at any moment there's going to be heavy tanks and such popping up down that 1-2 line. But what I want to do is roll across the map, get a bush, a hill, or something between me and that side of the map. So for a moment or 2 here, I'm going to ignore targets and just relocate this Arty. See, the Cantanker's just destroyed a G1R, so he's firing and now he's on the move. Probably feeling the same way I am. A little bit exposed over there on that side. So turn my attention to this Cromwell, and it just happens to be at the edge of my traverse. When he rolls over there, I've got to start this aiming circle in again. But fortunately, he stays pretty much in the same spot until I can get the aiming circle down on top of him. And pull the trigger, and boom.
They're knocked out.
One shot, one kill, 564 damage. So that was a nice, nice one. Now the uncontested 1-2 line is starting to sprout enemy tanks. So I'm going to try to get this hill between me and that side. Cantankerous is over here beside me. I'm going to do the same thing. Turn your guns in that direction, see if we can't slow down that side. It's 5-4, so very close game still. People starting to call for defend the base. So I'm going to zero in. Got several targets of opportunity here. One down. I'm going to fire at the 44, and I set him on fire. He's burning, and he's going to burn down. I'm going to get the kill. He's going to die. He's going to burn down. 5%, 4%, and somebody killed him for me. Oh, that was Gunner. Thank you, Gunner. So he got that kill. That makes 2 for him, but I'm going to get this one. Yeah, there you go. 2 for me. So what was a close game is now not close at all. We're up 11-4, and the enemy is just melting away. Get a shot at this 3601H. Missed. Zero in. Pull the trigger.
Critical hit.
And I got a critical on him. 641 damage. So that's pretty much it for this game. There's only one tank left, and that's going to take them a while to... Well, it didn't take that long to chase them down. So that was my third ace. On to the next one. So looking at the after battle results on this, third ace in the SU-5, another ace, mastery with a bruiser, and 2 kills in this game. On the team score, I was second in damage, fired 6 shots, I had 4 direct hits, 4 pins, 1 splash damage. Total damage of 1,403. I damaged 5 vehicles with the 2 kills, and it looks like I even got some spotting in there, that damage upon detecting one. So take a look and see how much profit did I make. So I made 24,290 credits, but with premium that was 36,435. I only had to pay for ammunition, so a profit of 34,695. I received 1,500 XP with 75 free XP, and apparently it was a ×3 event, so I made a total of 4,500 XP and 225 free XP. So on to the next ace. So my fourth and final ace for this video in the SU-5, again in a tier 6 matchup. I'm platooned up with Ashley in her Stug 3B. Cantankerous is in his SU-5. And what we're going to see here is the bad part of having only 12 rounds in an artillery. So we're on mines. I'm going to roll up here to Sniper Hill. Some people call it Camper Hill. So get up here and turn it around, because you know everybody's going to be contesting the hill in the middle. Run up there, we've got the hill for right now, which is good. And I can just zero in on these guys that are coming up.
Critical hit.
Critical, 117 damage on the first one. I was hoping he would stay tracked long enough to get a second shot in, but he did not. Probably shouldn't have fired that one. He had disappeared off the radar, but I thought I was just guessing where he was going to be if he had kept moving forward. So reload.
Critical hit.
Another critical with 103. I'm just hitting him in the tracks. We're down 2 to 5 already, so not 2 to 6. Not looking good. At least someone finished off that guy.
Critical hit.
Another critical hit. 89 damage.
Critical hit.
Another critical hit. At least he's staying still.
Critical hit.
Another critical, 165 damage. And now we're down 9 to 4.
They're knocked out.
Managed to put one through the top of the turret on that guy and knock him out. We're down 9 to 6 now. Try to help out our Churchill over here. See if I can zero the shot in. Not much of a tank to shoot at there. And get
Enemy
him.
armor is destroyed.
So hopefully that helps the team out. Come back 7 to 9. And thank you, Churchill. He says, nice shot, Arty. And Stug tells me nice. So yeah, if we keep our tanks alive, they can finish off some of these tanks, help us get a victory here. So I see the M4 coming up.
They're knocked out.
Knock that guy out. Now I'm down to 3 shells. I have 3 kills, 3 shells left. T-150 still sitting there in the middle. See if I can put a shot between the turret and the hull. And apparently not. He backed up just enough. Try to get a shell into him here. Blind fire. I did hit him. Didn't kill him, but I did hit him. Back over here to try to help out the Churchill again. Reload, reload, reload. Come on, reload, reload. Hurry, hurry, reload. Fire where I think he's going to be. I hit him, but I didn't kill him. That T-150 still alive there in the middle, so hopefully our guy's going to light him up. I don't want to fire while he's in the aim circle. Get the gun turned away. And he's just going to sit there, hopefully, until I can reload. And about this point, I realize I don't have any shells. So I'm sitting there waiting for it to reload. It's never going to reload. I'm out of shells. Now what? I know. Yeah, I'll go scout. Yep, 3 kills, and now my tank is a battering ram. So, not much point in the rest of this. I'm going to fast forward this. I'm trying to scout for the guys, but it's not a very good scout. So, there was my 4th and final ace, even though it was a loss. Thanks for watching. Looking at the after battle report, that was my 4th ace. I got another bruiser, and in this I got a high caliber reward, and the high caliber is when you do at least 20% of the total hit point of the enemy vehicle. So you add up all the hit points the enemy would have, and you do at least 20% of it, you can get the high caliber award. Also, you had to have at least 1,000 hit points of damage, and you have to make sure you don't hit any of your ally friendly tanks. So yeah, high caliber is always nice, and I got 3 kills in that match. Now looking at the team score, I did place number 1 in damage done with 1,562, and received that high caliber award. Shots fired, I fired 12 times. I hit 10 with 10 pins and splash damage on 4 tanks, or 4 shots. Total damage of 1,562, 1,314 of that was from a distance of more than 300 meters. I received 1 shot, which was enough to kill me. It unfortunately turned out to be a loss. The enemy vehicles damaged, damaged 6, killed 3. So if you play World of Tanks, if you want a really fun tank destroyer, the SU-5 with its Top Gun with that high arc is just a barrel of laughs. It's a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video.